How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Volcano Island Extended. And I'm going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads: The Volcano Island is a totally fictional place lost in the middle of the ocean. These islands were discovered a very long time ago, but the former inhabitants left hastily following a strange discovery. In this extended version, you will have 3 new plots and more room to expand and install factories. For example, the main island has grown well, and you will find a BGA, 6 new large fields, new factories, and points of sale, vines and olive trees there, and new paths. Collectibles have changed places. If you start as a new farmer, you will have several animal enclosures from the start of the game: cows, hens, pigs, and sheep, as well as a small equipped farm and additional storage in the nearby silo. You will find several areas on these islands: an old village, an industrial area, a housing estate, several developmental areas, a port area, an observatory, mysterious place, and many more. You will find more than a dozen personalized and unique points of sale and purchases, as well as personalized productions, mayonnaise, sandwiches, straw hats. Some outlets are more profitable than others. You will have the option to buy custom factories, cheese shop, chocolate factory, clothing factory, sandwich factory, optimized oil factory. Island contains 53 fields of sizes ranging from 0.68 hectares to 9.33 hectares, 55 plots, therefore 12 of forests of different sizes, 6 mixed fields and forests. A course for all-terrain vehicles for fun, areas to build or expand your farm, 20 personalized objects to collect, and, of course, a volcano. Compatible with DLCs and precision farming. Have fun and make the island your home. There are mods required for this map, starting with the Dairy Sheep Pack by ER Shaba VSR Modding Sir, Biotank by Grimlock RRC, Lizard 6205 Pack by Grimlock RRC, and the Silo Grape and Olive by Grimlock RRC. This map was created by Grimlock RRC and is 255.78 megabytes to download. Now, there was a normal version of Volcano Island, and I'm going to show a couple of screenshots here. First off, I'm going to show the main screen, or the main map, and what it looked like prior to I show this one. And now I'm going to go ahead and show the areas that you own from the original map. And this is what Volcano Island Extended looks like. As you can see, you start up here in kind of the middle of the island here, especially in the big island. You do own farmland number 3, and that is your main farm and 3 fields with no products in them. You cannot purchase all areas of the map. There are several areas that are not purchasable, like the big volcano right here, and other various bits throughout the map, like in the town down here in the southwest corner. Let's see. Animal pens are available on this map. Contracts are also available. Production chains, there are none to start out with. And collectibles, there are collectibles, 20 of them to be precise. And one thing I forgot to look at is field prices. They do vary, starting out with, well, we'll start here in the middle at 202,000. Got a little one here for 26,000, so good starter field there. A little bit bigger, 109,000, 52,000, 71,000, so it does range. And you can slowly and surely build up. You do have several fields here that are kind of combined together to kind of that will kind of inflate the price, but not terribly. 65,000, 66,000, 376,000. So yeah, you got a pretty decent range of different prices for fields. Got some more cheaper ones here. You also on this map have an olive field here. This little island here is completely of olives. Or I shouldn't say completely of olives, but it has a big olive field. And then up here in the northwest, you have a grape field. So that's really nice. That's definitely something different on this map. Now, if we take a look at mods specific to this map, starting with the buy menu, there is nothing here, but you will see the mods and DLCs. Those are the required mods that you have to download in order to play this map. But under the buy menu, under the build menu, if we go to buildings and sheds, scroll all the way to the right, you will see Volcano Island Extended. A couple here, those are mods specific to this map. You got a couple here under silos as well. Nothing under silo extensions or silo containers. Under containers. Under tools, you do have one here, the electrical charging station. And under farmhouses, you do have one here. Under productions, scroll over to the right, you will see a whole bunch of Volcano Island Extended mods specific to this map. Under selling points, you will see a couple here as well. You've got the fast food, Shalbella Pizzeria, as well as the biogas. Under greenhouses, you have a couple here as well. Under orchards, you have nothing, and generators, nothing. Under animals, we take a look under cows first. You'll see here Volcano Island Extended, couple here, specific to this map. Nothing under horses, but under pigs, you have one there. Sheep, you have one if you scroll all the way to the right. This one is part of the required mods, the dairy sheep pack, but this one here, the Volcano Island, this one is specific to this map. Chickens you do have specific to this map, nothing for bees and nothing for others. Under decorations, nothing under fences, nothing under lights, but under others, you'll scroll to the right and you'll see the augs here are specific to this map. And then lastly, under landscape and painting, you do get several additional painting swatches, which is nice. Nothing under trees and nothing under plants. And that is it. Now, we do start here at the starting farm, so let's go ahead and take a look at our starting equipment. Under the buy menu, under owned items, we start out with a Lizard 246 automatic and a Fendt 722 Vario. Large tractors, the Claas Axion 920. Harvesters, the Fendt Ideal 8PL. Telehandlers, the Manitou MLT 737. Cars, the Lizard Pickup 1986. Trailers, the Agroliner MUK 303 and the Branther TA23065 2 Power Tube Plus. Header for the Fendt Harvester. Under Corn headers, we have the Capello Diament 8. Plows, the Lemken Titan 18. Cultivators, the Lemken Schmargd 9500K. Seeders, Pottinger Terraceme C6F. Fertilizer spreaders, the Bradell K105. Animals, the Fairson PF 2.24 Plus. Telehandler tools, we have the Magsy Universal Bucket. Header trailer for our header, and under weights we have a 10-winkle B2500, Agco 1500, and another 1500. And that is all of our starting equipment. Now, starting here at the farm, we do have a silo here. You can see all of our equipment just kind of strewn out under the covered awnings there. And this is probably one of the biggest differences you'll see right off the bat. In Volcano Island, the normal one, there was a bunker silo that's about right in this area, just kind of right along this field here. Not in this version, though. Up the lane here, we have our main house with sleep trigger. And our truck. Head out down the road. Now this is the Silo Vulcan Grains. This, I believe, is a communal silo. Over here we have the selling point, and this is a buy point. So it's called selling point, but it's a buy point for various products. And this is called buying point. This is a sell point for various products. If you take a look here under the prices per 1,000, you'll see selling point here. You can buy things like wheat, barley, oats, so on and so forth. And then you got the buying point, which is your actual selling portion. Heading down the road a little ways. We'll stop right here. Over here we have our grape processing unit. You can purchase this for $80,000. Output here, input here, and then right next door we have the Vulcan Oil Fast. For $80,000 you can purchase this. Input here, output here. Coming up here to my left is the biogas cell point with a wood cell trigger. Coming up here is the docks cell point. Then continuing over here, this little box here is supposed to be the export sell point. Now there is no icon there to indicate that you can sell anything, so I'm not quite sure, but you will see here export. They'll take grapes, olives, cakes, and honey. So all those things, I mean, maybe you'll be able to pour them in right here, but again, normally you have a little icon to indicate that there is an area to sell. One thing I meant to check, okay, I'm not seeing any like buttons or anything, so that should be okay. Now heading back down the road a little ways. Now the next point of interest, which is not a common interest on most maps, is right here. This is a kind of off-road course. It's called the cross country, and you can just kind of take your vehicles and have some fun. And it gets pretty intense. If you take a look here, you can kind of snake our way through. We'll go into a high level, and then you have this kind of bridge network here, which again is just cool. It's something that you can come on and just kind of blow off some steam if you want, or you can just ignore it. That's also fine as well. Now heading to the next point of interest. Up here to my left. Right here. That is the Little House sell point. And then if we turn around, head back where we came, now coming over here, crossing over this little gap here can be a little tricky if you're going too fast. Can bounce you off course, and you can, like I almost did, go in too deep and lose your vehicles. Now tucked away all the way back here, there is a silo right here. And now we need to backtrack a little ways. Going back over this road network, this little deep water here. Whoops. There we go. Now coming over here, we have the grain mill. We purchase this for $90,000. We have an input here and output here. And then just down here, on the corner of this roundabout, we have the animal dealer. Now you can come to this location and use this icon, or you can use this icon on any pens and pastures you already have installed on your map to purchase your animals. Now you can come up to it like I have here, and it says open animal dialogue. You can choose whatever pen or pasture you want to load into, and you're good to go. But if you use this icon directly, or the ones at your pen and pastures, you will see that there's an additional fee associated to each one of your animals, and it gets rather expensive. For an adult cow, as you can see, is $100 per cow. So that adds up really quickly depending on how many animals you're getting. Now if you want to save that money, come back to this location with an animal trailer, whether it's leased, whether it's owned, it doesn't matter. Bring an animal trailer here, load directly into it, and then deliver the animals to the pens and pastures yourselves. It will save you money. Now the reason you're getting charged that fee is it's associating it to a delivery fee. You're essentially taking your animal dealer and having them deliver the animals for you instead of you getting the trailer and delivering the animals yourself. Now continuing down the road, over here, we have the clothing factory, $90,000 to purchase this. We have output here and input. Was it around the back side? Where was it? There's the input right here. And then next door, we have the sandwich factory, $75,000 to purchase. And you can see the recipes to make your sandwiches, and you can even make some mayo. So that's really cool. Input here, output in the back. Now if you want a more in-depth look at some of the recipes and stuff on this, I'm pretty sure I purchased these on my original map tour of Volcano Island. So go ahead and check that out. It will give you that kind of more in-depth look. Now here, to my right, we have the biotank sell point. And take all these items here. Across the street, we have the Fabrique de Chocolat, $70,000 to purchase. Input here, output back here. Tucked away over here, we have the sugar mill. Purchase this for $80,000. Output here and input around the backside over there. Tucked away back here, we have the fast food sell point. Coming more into town. Off to my right, repair trigger here, and shop trigger here. Oh, over there to my left, that is the deposit sell point. To my right, that is the lime station buy point. To my left again, we have the cabinet maker sell point right here. And then over here, we have the carpentry. You can purchase the carpentry for $60,000. Input here, wood sell trigger right here, and output right here. Now we come over here. Now this, to my left, is the kind of leftovers from your starting farm. This is where a lot of your animals are held that are closest to your farm. Got a pig barn right here. Up to 270 pigs can fit. Feed goes here. And then on the back side, over here, we have our slurry coming out here. Next to it here is the sheep barn. 65 sheep can fit in here. Feed in here. And wool comes out here. And then over here, we have our cow barn. 80 cows can fit in here. We have our milk trigger right here. We have our straw trigger in here. Feed trigger here, as well as another straw trigger. And then over here, slurry pit right there. Let's go ahead and grab the truck real quick. Don't want to get too far away from it. Alright, off to my right here, we have the cereal factory for $90,000. You can purchase that. Output here, input there. We have a electrical charge point right here and gas station right there. To my left, last bit of animals we have is chickens. 360 chickens can fit in here. Feed goes in here and eggs spawn right over here. And then over here around the corner and over here we have the pallet bale storage right here. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the map and show where we've been and what we've seen up until this point. So we started here at our main farm when we saw the silo, the sleep trigger. We then came over here and saw the silo Vulcan grains. Then to the selling point and the buying point. Came up to here where we saw the grape processing unit and the Vulcan oil fast. The biogas sell point, the dock sell point, and the export sell point. Then came back out to here, down this road where we saw the cross-country, aka the off-roading portion of the map. We then came here, up and around, saw the little house, came back out to here, off to this island where we saw the silo, came back out and around, saw the grain mill as well as the animal dealer, came down to here, saw the clothing factory, the sandwich factory, then the biotank, Fabrique de Chocolat, the sugar mill. We got the fast food here. Came up and around, saw the shop and repair trigger, the deposit sell point, the lime station buy point, the cabinet maker sell point, as well as the carpentry. We then saw the pigs, the sheep, the cows. Then we saw the cereal factory. Then came back out here where we saw the electrical charge point and the gas station, as well as the chickens and the bale pallet storage. And that catches us up, and we can continue. Let's see, we want to go this way. Continuing to follow this around all the way down to here. Over here, we have the little silo sell point. Over here, we have the cheese store for $67,000. You can purchase this. We have our input here, and it takes both kinds of milk. It takes the regular cow's milk as well as the sheep's milk to make cheese. And where was the output? Right back here. to my left, that is the I lost my spot. Where was it? Oh, the Village Groceries sell point. Tucked away back in here is the Stand sell point. Oops. Here we have the Barn sell point, the Garden sell point to my right, and then the Ciao Bella Pizzeria right here. Continuing on. We have 3 greenhouses right here where you can purchase each one of them for $10,000 each. Following this over here, we have the biogas plant. You can purchase it for $1,732,902. We have solid inputs here and here. We have liquid input. Was it over? No, I think it was over around here. So let's hop in the truck. Yes, liquid input here and liquid output, aka digestate, is around the backside right here. And now we'll follow this back here. Oops. Alright, tucked away back here, we have a couple of animal pens and pastures. Here we have our cow pasture with room for 60 cows. You've got your water, feed, and milk trigger right there. And right behind me, this is the dairy sheep. As you can see down in the bottom right hand corner. And you have room for 30 of those. Water, feed, and where you will produce sheep's milk. And now we head off to the north and west to show the olive field as well as the grape field. Let's, whoops. I was looking down at my notes. Oh, and I took a wrong turn. We're going to go this way. There we go. Over here is where I was trying to get to, where the olives grow. When you come over here, you'll see a grape and olive silo right here. So this will take either one of those two products. And now we'll get this back to the road so that way we can go and see the next point of interest. Back to the main road. Ooh, easy. Almost launched myself into orbit there. Now, tucked away back here, you will see the grape fields and another grape and olive silo. And that's it for the quote-unquote interactable points of interest. There's one more, and I will end on. If you come over to this area here, highly recommend some kind of vehicle for this. Otherwise, it's going to take forever. You climb this little peak up here. And there we go. This is the observatory that overlooks the harbor. So very, very nice. And that is it. That is the Volcano Island extended map. Now it is time to render my opinion and let you know what I think. So like I said, I had done the Volcano Island map tour a while ago when that first came out. And on that map tour, I gave it a 3.5. This one, I would very comfortably give a 4, maybe even a 4.5. I really like this version. The map is a lot bigger. It's got a lot more area to kind of spread out and to do your thing. There's still some parts of the map that you can't purchase, which is a bummer. It would be cool to be able to purchase the kind of volcano there and maybe do something with it, build it up in some way, shape, or form. But not the end of the world, certainly. Your main farm kind of overlooks and is right underneath that particular volcano, so that's a very interesting sight to see on an everyday basis. But yeah, I would very, very comfortably give this a 4, maybe even a 4.5. I'm kind of leaning more towards 4. I really like this version because it's built up. It feels more defined than the original one did, and I like that. And it makes sense for it to feel like that too, because it's the extended version. It's supposed to be a little bit more, have a little bit more to it going on. And it's great. I think that the use of expanding the lands into something to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit more easier to develop, I think that was a really cool concept. Like I said, just all in all, I'm very pleased with this map, and I think this is going to be a really good one. But I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, wait. Let's take a look at where we were at and what we've seen. So I believe, yeah, we were up here taking a look at the last bale and pallet storage. We then came back out of the town through the roundabout out to here. We saw the little silo, the cheese store, then the village grocery sell point, the stand sell point. We then came out to see the barn sell point, the garden sell point, and Ciao Bella Pizzeria. We saw the 3 greenhouses tucked away over here, the biogas plant, and then the cow pasture and sheep pasture. And then came back up to the olive field where we saw the silo for the grapes and olives. And then we came back out to here, up and around to the grape fields, which again had another silo, grape and olive. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.